Fewer employers offer traditional pensions today, and many Americans are looking for ways to create steady, predictable retirement income. Well, one option are annuities, which can function like a personal pension. Gary Garrison with Asset Protection Wealth Management joins us to explain how they work and why more people are considering them. Gary, forgive me if I have too many questions for you today,
okay.
because pensions, annuities, I know nothing.
I think we need to have a segment where all you do is just ask questions.
Okay,
Wouldn't that be fun?
I feel like that's what I do. So
Yeah, no,
I
you're
can do
great.
it.
No, you're great. And annuities, you know, people have heard of them, and sometimes they have a bad rap, and there are some you need to be careful about. But today, you know, most people have a concern of running out of money in retirement and outliving their income. Those are the two big, huge concerns, and obviously either one of those would be a big problem. Well, annuities are one of the few things that can protect against both of those. And so, you know, with Social Security is not enough, you know, these days, and with fewer and fewer companies offering pensions, you know, people are looking for a really good way to provide an income for themselves, a guaranteed income, and annuities will do that. They will give you a guaranteed income for life. So you have a predictable, you know, reliable source of income from those.
Okay, so let's back up. So you said fewer and fewer people are receiving pensions. Define a pension.
So a pension is a monthly check that a person will get for having been with a firm for a long time. That's kind of the old traditional ways. You know, in the olden days, you'd have a pension, you get a company, you know, you get a watch, and they'd send you on your way. And pensions became too expensive for companies to offer, and so they now offer 401ks and have for some time to offset that. But the problem with 401ks and drawing an income, which you can do, but if the market has a continued downward period of time and you're drawing money out, your account can go down very, very quickly. With annuities, you don't have to worry about that. Your principal's guaranteed by an insurance company, and are your payments guaranteed.
Okay, so annuities, you can set it up.
Yep. It's with an insurance company, and you put in a lump sum, and you determine how long of an annuity you want. These can pay out for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or life, and you can do joint life. So if you're married, you know, and you pass away, then the rest of it would go to your spouse. Now, these are types of annuities, and immediate annuities are the ones that we're really referring to today, where you put in a lump sum and you immediately, like within a month, start getting a monthly check.
Okay.
The other ones are deferred annuities. Those are also income annuities, but they're just deferred. You put in a lump sum and it grows and earns interest, and then you turn on the income whenever you're ready. So, and there's fixed annuities, those just sort of earn an interest rate, and there's indexing annuities, which earn interest and grow based on the stock market. But your money's not in the market, it just links to the market. So you don't get all the upside of the market in those, but you never have any downside.
Oh, okay.
So for growth and inflation, those are kind of very attractive.
Talk about optional protections or riders.
Yep, there's some riders, and some of these have a cost, some don't, but guaranteed monthly income is one. And on that one, it'll usually pay a higher income monthly than if you didn't have it. You have protection from market volatility. It's tax-deferred growth, and then there's also options for spousal continuation. Long-term care support is nice. If you go into a nursing home, on some of these, they have an income doubler. Not all of them do, but some do. And if you go into a nursing home and you've been getting $2,500 a month out of your annuity, it goes to $5,000 a month while you're in the nursing home. That's a really nice feature to have to help offset some of the cost of those.
What is something or some things we need to consider before buying?
Well, you want to make sure that you've got a good reputable insurance company. That's number one. And number two, you have the ability to pick and determine how long of a term that you want. So you need to kind of know that before you go in. And again, you can do 20-year, 10-year, or a lifetime on those. And the nice thing, if you pick the lifetime one, Ansley, that now eliminates a person's concern of outliving their income. That annuity is going to pay them a monthly check for the rest of their life, even if they live to age 120.
Right.
So even if they've sent you all the money or more money than what you had in the annuity, they're still on the hook to keep paying that.
Really?
Yes. So that's a real attractive thing, and it keeps people from having to be concerned about ever losing their income.
Right.
And then the other thing, it protects your principal. So With that, you're not going to ever run out of money because the money is guaranteed in the annuity from the insurance company.
If somebody wants to come see you, talk more in depth about this topic, Gary, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, they can call us, text us. There it is on the screen, or hit the QR code. And we would be happy to have people reach out to us, text us or whatever, and say, hey, I've got a lump sum of money. I would like to know how much my monthly income is going to be based on that. And we can do any term or any amounts, but you can't really decide if you want it unless you know how much it's going to be.
Sure.
So we'll do that for any of your listeners, as well as send them a copy of my book.
Perfect. Gary, as always, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ansley.
Really appreciate it. All right, after this break, we'll head down to Arkadelphia to meet the newest winner of a McCarty Drives Education Scholarship. Stay with us.